Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. The Lord is my light and my salvation, whom shall I fear? And yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they will comfort me. Thou preparest a table before me in the presence of my enemies. You anoint my head with oil, my cup overflows. And surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever and ever. Amen. Assalamu alaikum. Morning and welcome to Johnny's Bite. Tell them we're back. Hashtag Johnny's Bite. Hashtag it, tweet it, like it, share it. Tell someone about it. We're changing the psyche of the nation. We are moving from timidity to a nation that speaks up when things are not going the way it's supposed to go. And we are learning to change our own narratives and to demand for what's best for us. So join the train, join the connection, and make sure that you are part of active society. Hashtag Johnny's Bite. I know you're watching, waiting to go to work, but I want to prick your mind this morning. Hashtag Johnny's Bite. Share it, like it, and share with other people as well. Your friends and family on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, WhatsApp. Share with them. Because the things we talk about are things that will bring national change. A lot of you are afraid to speak up. You meet me privately and you talk to me. The things that you tell me intrigue me. There are things that you're supposed to be saying publicly, but you can't say them because you are scared. So when we say the things that you want to be said, the easiest thing that you do is to like, share, and let somebody know. This morning, there are people who are in power and authority. They are civil servants. They are on Facebook, social media, all of it with you. Tag them and let them know that they have a duty to perform. There's a charge to keep. Today is Monday. Tomorrow, Parliament will reconvene. Already, we are hearing news about the e-levy. And the majority leader says, oh, e-levy has been passed. There's just legislation to back it. We'll come to that conversation very soon. But this morning, I went to Likpe over the weekend. The people of Likpe send their greetings to you. But also while we were at Likpe, we saw that a press statement from the Ministry of Education had been written by the press secretary suggesting, or if you like, directing schools to revert to first term, second term, third term, as opposed to first semester and second semester as was promised. The teachers in Likpe had a simple question for the education minister. They were asking this question. Put the picture up, Danny. This is a classroom in Likpe. They were asking a question. They said, Mr. Minister, I should ask you, what is exciting about this classroom that children have to stay in this classroom for 6 hours and for 6 whole months? They say, I should ask you, what is exciting about this classroom, this particular classroom, in your Kwame Nkrumah's Ghana, Adosho Boys Ghana? What is exciting about this classroom that children will have to stay in for 6 months? And you see that boy? I spoke with that boy. That boy says, look, when we come to school and we close, we go and sell after school. So if you keep us in school for 6 months and for 6 whole hours, how do we go back to school, go and sell to make ends meet? Then he showed me the madhouse. There's a madhouse as part of the collection that we brought from Likpe. No, this is not there. Okay, so this is one madhouse. Now this structure is almost gone, but it has a Ghana Post GPS. And did I tell you that nearly all the buildings we saw there, if you zoom into this one, you see Jaguar Street. If you zoom into this one, it's Jaguar Street. It's as if the whole of the Ikpe had only Jaguar Street. This is it. We spent money to go and tag this one. Danny, maybe you show me another picture of this particular one. There's another picture like that, where the building is almost gone. No, not this one. Okay, this is another one. But the people live inside this one. And they're asking Mr. Education Minister, what is exciting in your classroom that the children have to stay in there? Then he showed me there's another one. I think it's a video. It's a short video or so. It's a short video. We'll find it. Okay, so this is it. This is another one. And they were asking the kind of consultations you had done with their teachers. The parents were asking. They said I should ask you, Dr. Yao Educhum, what is exciting in your classroom? The classroom that has, there's also another picture. The torn window. The nets that were torn. Show me. The torn nets. This is all in Likpe, in Kwame Nkrumah's Ghana. This is it. They were asking, what is exciting about your classrooms that you had wanted the children to stay in there? And you see, Nat called you out, Mr. Minister. They called you out because you failed to consult. And that's the kind of things you people have been doing, not just you, education ministry, all of you. You just roll out a policy. There's no policy document. We can't monitor and evaluate. And everybody is doing what they like. And the president is watching all of you. If I were the president, I would have done a reshuffle a long time ago. The president has been very minimal on reshuffle. And Mr. President, don't fear to reshuffle the people. Because see, I think there are two schools of thought. One that says that, oh, maybe people might have told you that person A, B, C you are putting at these ministries are not suited for those jobs, so don't put them there. You insisted and put them there. So now you are thinking, the second school of thought, oh, if I take them off, then I would have justified the earlier claims that the people had made and the warnings that they gave me. So I would rather keep them there and also keep my name. But the bigger picture is that are the people serving the purpose for which we're serving? I've still asked the Greek minister to show me which market we can get a bunch of plantain for 4 cedis. He has not come out. And then when we traveled around town, we saw his picture, Mr. Jogati's picture. They are announcing themselves they want to be presidents of the republic. You want to be president. You can't show me the market where I can get plantain for 4 cedis. But you want to be president. Share the hashtag, Johnny's Bite. Share it. Let them know. We are speaking to facts and figures. Danny, show me 2 more classroom photos. Let's move away from the classroom. We'll get into the hospital. 2 more classroom photos. This is it. This is a classroom. What is exciting about this classroom? No electricity. So if they have to do ICT, where do they sit to do ICT? But they will write, they will sit for BEC and have to do. This is in Ghana. Their parents pay property rate. Their parents are also Ghanaians. They and the children of Christ the King are no different. They are all supposed to be benefiting from the same national cake. We don't know who bakes the national cake. But this is it. This is it. These children, they are supposed to have been sitting here in this open air theater, as I like to call it. Because there are no windows. If it rains and the rain decides to slant a bit, they will have to shut down the school and go away. This is their classroom. They are still doing chalk and slate. When their mates in Accra and other places are doing marker board. So don't sit in Accra and make decisions and expect that it will work all through. You have changed curriculum for almost 3 years. You don't have textbooks. And you are thinking of semester system. What kind of this thing is that? And also I can't sing. I can't sing. I'm asking you, I can't sing. The school that you run, Mr. Minister, in the US, the school that you run in the US, your children don't even attend school here. Your children are not part of this block. The children you're asking to go and study in these conditions, I'm not saying you can solve all the problems, but I'm saying let's get our priorities right. If you were firm in your conviction that we had to do a semester system, why did you suddenly have to change when Nat threatened that they will go on a strike? It means that the process had not been thought through. Look at the classroom. Look at that. Look at it. Look at that. Look at that. They are asking me to ask you what is exciting in your classroom that will make sure that the children stay concentrated in the class. Because they say after 2-3 hours, the children lose concentration. They lose concentration. Now, I go university crowd. After some few hours, you lose concentration. So why do you want to put the children through that? Now, Likpe is a very beautiful town. They have a facility that was built in the 1960s. It's supposed to be, that's a town. That's a beautiful town. You're connecting to places. Very exciting place. Nice food, lovely people, and all of that. Take me to the hospital. A facility that was built in the 1960s, a polyclinic. The town folks are alleging that it's been downgraded to a health center. Sorry about that. Then he take me to the hospital. Let's go. Let's go to the hospital quick. We don't have a lot of time. We don't have a lot of time, so let's go to the hospital. Now, this is it. The community has been forgotten. This is the OPD. And you don't have to rush the shot. Hold on, let it sink in. This is the outpatient department. OPD. So this morning, if you go to Kaneshi Polyclinic, go to Adabraka Polyclinic, you go to what do you call it? Any of the polyclinics, whole polyclinic, you see that the OPD is busy. This was on a Sunday. Play the video. Just watch it. OPD, outpatient department. This is it. This was it. The outpatient department of the Likpe Polyclinic. Danny, there's a picture of that shot you just showed me, the list. Just pull it up. There's a picture. Now, the polyclinic has only 7 staff. It said Likpe Polyclinic, duty roster, January 2022, general OPD, rank, senior nursing officer. Okay. Then there's senior RMN, there's PN. I don't know what they mean. 7 people. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 people. Now, they give you an understanding, morning shift, afternoon, night, on duty, off duty, that's X. So this is it, 7 people manning a whole polyclinic. 7 of them. So the town people allege that the place had been downgraded to a health center because the facilities are in a very deplorable state. And so it cannot be used for the services required for a polyclinic. Now, pause, let's go to the services. Danny, show us the wards. This was on a Saturday. Show us the wards. This is the maternity ward. Let's enter. Let's enter the maternity ward of the Likpe Polyclinic. And you see, when we show you these things, we don't show you these things because we want you to look bad. We show you these things because sometimes you may have forgotten. And I say it is because politicians defend nearly everything. That's why civil servants and contractors hide behind you to perpetrate all manner of rubbish. Because you defend every nonsense. This is it. This is the complex ward. Now, pause. The complex ward we have made to understand is supposed to be a ward that has a mixture of both pregnant women, everybody else. That's their biggest. Now, look on the ground. You see the tiles there? You see why when you put people in our hospitals here and you discharge them, they organize a whole prayer meeting, I hope, to say thank you to God. They are thanking God first that their lives have been preserved, but they're also thanking God that they don't stay in such a deplorable and inhumane condition. I am looking for a day when we will be bold enough to make a law to say nobody, from president to the last man, travels out of this country to seek medical care. That day when we do that, we will be able to fix our hospitals. The people of Likpe, Nkwanta, Bakwa, Todome, Mate, Bala, Avejeme, they rather choose Hohoe Government Hospital. And I'll tell you why. Because even though Ayoma, Baika, they all have health centers and they are supposed to be referring cases to this. That they play the video. Referring cases to the Likpe Polyclinic. They'll rather use the road and go to Hohoe Government Hospital. This is it. There's nobody there. Nobody there. Maternity ward. Let's go to the male ward. Maternity ward. So if your wife is pregnant and you live in any of these communities, this is a washroom. Let's enter the washroom. And the washrooms in any place tell the kind of people we are. This is our washroom. It's not a polyclinic that has been abandoned. It's a polyclinic that is functional, that's supposed to serve the people. You have people defending this, by the way. This is it. Sorry if you're having breakfast. I apologize for it. But this is our reality. This is not in some misbegotten place. So it's a place where we recently inaugurated a district, built a district edifice for them. We went to cut sword, blah, blah, blah. We did all those things. This is in Ghana, Likpe. This is in Ghana, Likpe. Likpe has produced the likes of Dr. Obeda Samoa, Lieutenant Colonel Bevlo Latte, John Dumelo. Name them. This is Likpe. Now look at this one. Look at this. So if you come and you need, bed sheets, come back. If you need bed sheets, they'll go and carry the bed sheets. You think that you are being treated well. Look at it. People will come and defend this. I'm waiting for you. Hashtag Johnny's Bite. Tell them. This is it. This is how we treat people. So now you go to the hospital with a medical problem and you come back with even more. This is it. This was built in the 1960s. Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, wise man. This is how we have managed to run down the place. Take me to the male ward. And I'm showing you these things so that when you come and you are making speeches and you are doing big speeches, we are launching Agenda 111. The ones that we have, we are not taking care of. Look at TNG. Look at all of them. We are not taking care of the ones that we have. We are not taking care of such a big facility, a polyclinic. And you see, communities are evolving. So the health demands have become more dynamic than ever. We need responsive health systems, one that can even predict ahead. This place, can it predict anything? How does it enhance medical care for the people? Look at the facility, big, huge facility. Somebody sat and thought and built it. You're looking at accessibility, you're looking at affordability, you're looking at prioritization of the people there. Put a suggestion box there. Consulting room 1. Now tell me which doctor will leave Accra or KNUST or UCC after training, or even come from wherever it is, from outside. Come and you say they should go and work here. Then you say when you post people, they don't go. Will you send your children there? Will you send your children to such a facility to say go and work? That's the OPD. When you enter the hospital, the first place you see, and there was nobody there when we went there on Saturday. Nobody, not a single soul. But I've told you they have seven members of staff. How is it that a polyclinic doesn't have a doctor? How is it? Where in this world do you hear? Because the Ghana Health Service, the Ministry of Health, they have a certain classification of hospitals and clinics and health folks and cheap compounds. How is it that you have a whole polyclinic that doesn't have a single doctor? How? I say the day we decide that no government official, speaker is sick, go to Kolebu, president is sick, go to Kolebu, vice president is sick, go to Kolebu, health minister is sick, go to Kolebu. Everybody go to the same hospitals, the people you go and beg for votes, eat with, and rally around to vote for you, go to. They will fix the problems. But we are not angry people. We will rather turn around and be defending it. But when your relative in Likpe has to go for medical care, this is what they have. Show them images. I want it to sink in this morning. Show it, because a health crisis anywhere is a threat everywhere. Show us the male ward. The male ward has only three beds. Show us the male ward, 3 beds. Show us. Then he played the video. Male ward, 3 beds, 1, 2, 3. In fact, the one in the corner, look at how dirty the place is. In fact, one in the corner does not even have a mattress. 3. Now, if I am sick and you bring me into such a situation, do you think that my sickness will go or it will be aggravated? And we are watching. This is it, because it is in some village somewhere, so we don't care. But there's a reason we put a polyclinic there, so that all the other, will come and have cases referred to it. There's a reason. There's a certain thinking. Then he pull up the picture of the classification of what a polyclinic is. Let's quickly look through it and then we'll wrap up. I'm so sad this morning. So sad. We are launching new projects, and the ones that we have, we are not taking care of it. They will come and tell maintenance culture must be improved. No. Who are you lying to? Who are you deceiving? Now, this is it. These are usually cited polyclinics in urban cosmopolitan areas to ease the congestion in teaching and regional hospitals and serve as large health centers to ensure that primary care services are evenly distributed and provide a range of services that are higher than a health center. Polyclinics must be planned with excess capacity for future expansion and development as district hospitals. These facilities will provide 24-hour service. I've told you, we went there in the afternoon, there was nobody there. Number 1, functional units, waiting area, reception, registration center, registration revenue, where we showed you the OPD with the benches, Yamutu. Records office, you saw the records office, Yamutu. There's consulting room 4 to 6. Consulting room, how many did we see? 2. Now, casualty ward, 10 beds, detained for not more than 24 hours. Where was the casualty ward? 0. Pediatric emergency, 10 beds, female 5 beds, male 3 beds. We saw 3 beds, it's 5 beds, but we saw 3 beds. Dressing room, where was it? If you get it, if you don't get it, forget about it. Injection room, psychiatric consulting room with history-taking area. Optician, eye clinic, I don't know where it was. CR, where was the CR scan? That's why they all come to the whole government hospital. Dental unit, laboratory, x-ray, casualty theaters, 2 suites for clean and septic cases, pharmacy, maternity unit wing, same as for rural health care, health center, except that will be more 5 beds, 10 beds, blah, blah, blah. Public health area, open area for immunization, growth monitoring, antenatal waiting area, family planning, 2 rooms, plus waiting area, counseling room, HIV, etc., blah, 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 antenatal examination room. This is the standard that we have given to ourselves as a country, that if something is called a polyclinic, it will have. The people who lead us, they travel outside for medical care. That is a fact. They can't deny it. When they travel outside, they don't put them in the dirty thing I showed you. But when it is our turn to attend hospital, for those of us who cannot afford plane tickets, we don't have visa, we don't have per diem, we don't have free food, we don't have VA to ride in, we don't have all those benefits. We are not Article 71 holders and the rest. We go to Likpe Government Hospital, look alike. Now, this is even the painful part. And they show the pictures of the road. I will have to salute John Peter Mewu, MP for Hohoe, because the Hohoe town roads itself, fantastic. That I won't take from him. Fantastic. The Hohoe town roads. These are Hohoe town roads. Fantastic. Beautiful. It feels good to drive on them. But he also knows that the road that is leading to the Fodome area and the road that is coming straight into Hohoe, the main road, he knows that it is bad. He knows that those roads are bad. And I will show you. But these are Hohoe town roads. Beautiful roads. Fantastic. Street lights on point. But he knows that there are roads that I'm talking about. And one of those roads are the ones leading from the Likpe Polyclinic all the way to the Hohoe Government Hospital. Show me. Danny, show me those ones. I hear Mr. Mewu has a hotel there. So the road from the Hohoe Adabraka area crossing into the place or to his hotel, very beautiful. When you leave his hotel, then you enter the wagon. Then you enter it. So these are roads. And one thing that I also saw, road markings is a problem. Street lights are a problem. So look, we drove back on this road at night. I'm sure the video is in there. There are no road markings. There are no street lights. So somebody throws the highlight on you. You are not too sure whether they are in your lane or you are in their lane, and there's confusion. And most of the accidents that happen on our road is because of this. National Road Safety Commission, make us an authority. When you make us an authority, we'll be able to deliver and we'll be able to prosecute people and blah, 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 blah. We've made you an authority since 2012. What have you done? What have you done? We made you an authority since 2012. What have you done? Danny, I want a video of the road quickly, and then let's wrap up. I want a video of the road that's descending. You see, we're descending a certain hill. It's there. It should be there somewhere. We're descending a certain hill. Okay. This is also part of it. You are descending. So imagine a pregnant woman. Imagine a pregnant. No, this is not it. There's one. Open the folder. Let me choose it myself. Let me see if I can find it quickly. Let me see if I can find it. There's a certain folder that has that, unless you didn't download it. But clearly, I mean, the road from all the place, and I want this to sink in with you. I want this to sink in with you. It's a Likpe Polyclinic. It's there. He announces all of these things, the services. They don't do FOCO because they have only 7 members of staff. And I made this comment. In fact, I made this comment in 2018. I said, ever wondered why when people are admitted and discharged from any of Ghana's clinics or hospitals, they give thanks and praise? I asked this in 2018. Only for me to be met with what I am showing you today, this morning. Only to be met with what I'm showing you today, this morning. Now, they have 7 members of staff. That's it. Those who are on duty, those who are off duty, those who are on night duty. 7 members of staff. They are serving more than 1,000 people. And there are nurses and doctors at home who have not been given financial clearance to go and work. We have spent money to train them, and we are not employing them. And hospitals like Likpe Polyclinic, they are waiting. We have not employed them, but we have trained them. We have spent money on them. What are we doing to ourselves? Then we are busy cutting sword and cutting ribs. We are doing flash and show. It will not help us. So, Mr. Health Minister, good morning to you. This good morning I'm saying to you is from the depth of my heart, of the depth of the heart of the people of Likpe. and the surrounding communities. Good morning to you, Dr. Patrick Komabwaji. This good morning I'm saying to you is from the depth of my heart and from the heart of the people of Likpe. They are watching you. They want to see your next action. I've showed you what you are supervising. If it looks good for you, keep it. If it doesn't look good for you, change it. The health minister is an accountant, but Dr. Patrick Komabwaji, you are a doctor. Good morning to you, Dr. Nsiasari. You are chief advisor to the president on everything health. This is what you are supervising. May it not be said that this is your legacy. Good morning. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Have a nice day.